Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to the first test of our live streaming capabilities. Join us on Facebook and on YouTube. It looks like we might have some issues with YouTube, but Jason Armand's right in the back, and he's trying to help us out with that. Let us know how we're doing. Make sure you comment in the comment section below. Most of all, we wanted to join in with you, connect with you midweek, and let you know that we're thinking about you, we're praying for you. So let's go ahead and get started.
Hey Vineyard family, just wanted to give you a quick update on some things that are happening in our community of faith. Maybe over the last few days you've been feeling isolated or lonely. Shoot, maybe you're just ready to get out of the house and have some human interaction that's not at the grocery store. Well, we just want to let you know that starting tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Monday through Thursday, we'll have something called Drive-Through Conversations in Prayer. It's quite simple. You sign up in the link below, you show up in the church parking lot, and there are tents set up, and there you're able to have a 30-minute conversation and some prayer with one of our pastors. We'd love to talk with you. We'd love to get to hear how you're feeling about everything that's going on. And then maybe you're not able to leave need that you'd like to be met. We'd love to help you with that as well. You'll see that there's a link below, vcno.org/request. Just fill out that form and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Now, a message from Phil.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this test of live streaming for video. I'm glad that you could join us for a few minutes. I want to take the opportunity, not just tonight, but I would probably say midweek, every week while this thing is going on, just to catch up with you and give you a couple of thoughts. Not going to be preaching any messages, but just some thoughts on the recent developments that are going on all around us. You know, you've heard the old saying, if you don't like the weather in New Orleans, wait 5 minutes, it's going to change. Well, the new saying is, if you don't like the new normal with this virus situation, wait a day, wait 5 minutes, it will change again. And that's the way it's going with us. We make plans and we have to change them very frequently. And what do you do about that? We live in unprecedented times. I haven't seen anything quite like this. I mean, this is much different than Katrina. And we're just going to have to do the best we can in the middle of all this. So I have a couple of reminders for you. First of all, let me read from Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. And even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff will comfort me. You've anointed my head with oil, and my cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Psalm 23, verse 4. Is one that we can really hold close to. I love that part where he says, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. 3 key words there. I'm walking through it. It's a valley, which means on the other side I'm going to get out. And then thirdly, it's a shadow of death. It's not death itself. A couple of things I want to talk to you about tonight. Number one, just keep in mind this is not going to last. In the history of pandemics in our world, as difficult and as devastating as they are, they don't last forever. They act sort of like a bell curve, you know, the exponential rise in sickness and sometimes fatalities, but then when it reaches a peak, there's an exponential decrease and decline. And, you know, I think I'm of the mind now, I believe what the scientists are saying, and they see it this way, and they're asking for our cooperation to make that peak happen earlier, which would bring on the decline of this thing much more quickly. I think our government's doing the right thing. They're doing all they can. And they're saying that we are like 8 days or 8 to 10 days behind Italy. So this is a crucial time for us to just pay attention and do the right things. Secondly, a friend of mine told me recently, he said, you know, facts are our friends. The question is, where do you get your facts? And I want to encourage you to avoid people who are spinning the facts, who may have some sort of an agenda and say, well, how do I know who those people are? You know, you ought to be getting pretty good at it by now. The truth is, I'm following the CDC. I think Francis Collins from the CDC and Dr. Fauci, who's on the television all the time, leading the infectious disease department, I think these guys know what they're talking about. Their whole lives been invested in this. And so I'm going to stick with that, and I'm going to abide by the suggestions and sometimes the restrictions they're placing on us. I would encourage you, as I'm trying to encourage myself, avoid conspiracy theories. Avoid this whole thing that's happened the last few days of blaming someone and blame shifting, and don't call it a virus by anybody's name. Just leave it alone. It is what it is. And stay away from the fake news. So what are you telling me? Don't watch the news? Yeah, pretty much. Be careful where you get your facts. Be careful with that. But when you do get the facts, I would add my voice to the voice of those men and women. Take personal responsibility. I think that's what we're trying to do as a church. Just do your part. You know, I kind of think, I don't know for sure, I don't have any inside track with the president or anybody else, but I think this whole thing is leading us to a lockdown that'll be similar to what you see in New York City today or perhaps San Francisco. In our own city, we've seen concerts, conventions, sports activities, schools, churches all being restricted. As of yesterday, restaurants and bars. I think it's soon to be retail. And I don't think it's going to be but a few days before we're all encouraged just to stay home as much as we can, except for going to work if you have a job, except for going out for supplies. And then thirdly, I won't stay home if there's somebody I can help, if I'm in good health myself and not a danger to them. So I want to encourage you, as everybody else is, let's do better with the practice of social distancing. I was walking around the office today as we have volunteers here, and I'm putting a tape measure between them. I want to make sure they're no closer than 6 foot to each other. We're doing the best we can. If you're at risk, if you're 60 or older, if you have diabetes or heart trouble or liver problems or cancer or things like that, then if your immune system is compromised, just stay home. Let somebody take care of you. And we will do the best we can to help you with that. And if you do find yourself in a position of loving your neighbors in very practical ways, just use common sense. You know, sometimes I think you can go two ways on stuff like this. You can become so paranoid that we don't get out and touch anything or anybody, and we live in total paralyzing fear. The flip side is, as I saw one church today said, we don't care what they say. We're going to meet, and you ignore the whole thing. That would be a mistake. We're not really loving our neighbors if we do that. So I don't want to be fearful people, afraid of being with people, but I also don't want to ignore the contagious nature of the disease. Do you know, I heard somebody say, well, Jesus touched a leper. Yes, he did. He certainly did. But he didn't start a healing ministry just for lepers after that. He didn't go out looking for lepers. He just took day by day, and whatever was in front of him, he dealt with, and he helped those people in those situations in front of him. That's what I would encourage us to do. Whatever's right in front of you, do what you can to help. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. I believe that God will get us through this, but I also believe that he wants to use us for those who are in greater need than ourselves. A couple last things. From us, the Vineyard New Orleans staff, to you. We're committed to communicating this whole time with you. And, you know, I'm as technically challenged on this stuff as anybody, but I know we have a website. I know we have a Facebook page, and we got some of those other names that I don't know what they are. But if you do, keep up with it, because we don't want you to be alone. You won't be alone. We're going to try to stay connected. In fact, Andrew told you something about this conversation and prayer drive-through. I thought that was just fascinating on one hand, amazing on the other. But our folks who've been distributing food for school children this week have been talking to folks in the car, and some of them just want to talk. I mean, they've just been around little bitty voices, their children, for a couple of days, and they're ready to talk. They need prayer. Other people have deep, deep needs, and they just need a place to breathe and to say those things. So it'll be very safe. If you know people that could benefit, just send them to the site where they can make a time slot or reservation to speak with a pastor. Secondly, look, if you get sick, you're still not alone. We'll do everything we can to help you. We'll certainly be praying for you, but if there are practical things we could do, we will certainly be there to try to help. Thirdly, we're going to offer worship online. It's not nearly the same as being face-to-face in person, but we're going to go live this Sunday morning, 9:15. I encourage you to just tune in. We're going to have worship. We'll do some praying together. I will have a little bit of a talk. Then we'll pray together some more. And then it'll be online for you to view, or others to view if they can't make 9:15 the rest of the week. And then fourthly, last, if you need help in helping others, let us know. Some of the situations are going to be more than you can handle. Perhaps we can help with those situations. Just give us a call, contact us, let us know. If you personally need help, we certainly need to hear from you, because we can't help if we don't know what's going on. Now, from you, two things. We need your contact information if we're going to stay connected. And I know we don't have everyone's, but if you could at least go on wherever we put that, I'm not sure where we put that, but it's somewhere on there that we could get your phone number and your email address. Then you'll be in the loop of everything that's going on in all of our communication. We would love to get that information from you. And then lastly, listen, thank you beyond measure for those of you who've been able and faithful to keep giving. Last week was a really tough week for us, but we want to keep doing what we're doing. We need to. This is going to pass, but we need to make it through this season ourselves. I know many of you have lost your jobs. If you need help, please contact us. We will do everything we can to help you. But if you have a job and you still have income, I would encourage you to continue to be faithful with your giving. And I would encourage online giving. Now, I can't tell you how to do it because I don't have a clue. I still write checks. But nonetheless, do whatever you have to do to make it easy for yourself, and that would really be helpful for the entire church and everything that we're trying to do. And once again, if you need help and you can't give help at this time, you have to let us know. Well, that's all for now. I hope this test was successful, and I will see you here at 9:50. Well, I won't see you here. I will see you here. I will see you here on, I watch preachers all week. I'm just not polished, so I will just see you on your screen, 9:15 Sunday. God bless. See you later.
Hey Vineyard family, just coming to you this afternoon and wanted to share a song with you that we did this past weekend called You Never Let Go. I think it's really timely for us, so I invite you to sing and enjoy this time of worship with me. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, your perfect love is casting out fear. Even when I'm caught in the middle of the storms of this life, I know you are near. I will fear no evil, for my God is with me. And if my God is with me, whom then shall I fear? Whom then shall I fear? Oh no, you never let go through the calm and through the storm. Oh no, you never let go through every high, every low. Oh no, you never let go. Lord, you never let go of me. I can see the light that is coming for the heart that holds on, a glorious light beyond all compare. And there will be an end to these troubles, but until that day comes, we'll live to know you here on the earth. And I will fear no evil, for my God is with me. If my God till that day comes. Still I will praise you. Still I will praise you. Oh no, you never let go through the calm, through the storm. Oh no, you never let go through every high, every low. Oh no, you never let go, Lord, you never let go of me. Amen.
Hey, well, once again, thanks for joining us on our test run of our live stream. Once again, let us know how we did. Go ahead and comment below. Hopefully this was a benefit to you. Have a great night, and we'll see you soon.